Okay, so Uber Eats has released its Super Bowl commercial early, which is a weird trend that I don't quite understand, but it's been happening in recent years, and it's getting some surprising backlash. But we're not gonna tell you what that backlash is. We want you to guess. So we are going to show you the commercial, and there's going to be a poll, I think on YouTube or Twitch in the chat, when your respective platforms, go to them now, and we will give you choices based on what's in this ad that you think might be driving this outrage. So take a look at this ad.
Thank you.
I didn't know you could get all this stuff on Uber Eats. Yeah. Gotta remember that.
Well, you know what they say, in order to remember something, you gotta forget something else. Make a little room.
And that's how I remember Uber Eats has coffee, by forgetting something else.
Have a seat.
A what?
Remember when you used to be a pepper lady?
Wasn't it the Cinnamon Sisters?
Basil babes?
Paprika Girls?
Nah, that's absurd.
Jen. Hey.
Okay.
Have we met?
Did someone doodle on my face?
I'm so glad I remembered Uber Eats has office supplies, but I feel like I forgot something.
Yeah.
There's peanuts and peanut butter? It's not coming up!
Oh, it's the primary ingredient.
Give me a hand.
Worked together for 10 years?
10 years.
Yeah.
You were great.
You still don't know, do you?
I don't.
Right.
Like I forget 10 years of my life.
I hate this town.
Okay, so
A lot of possibilities.
here's the poll. We've narrowed it down to 4 choices.
Hold on, before you read the poll.
Sure.
I want Helen to start guessing.
Sure.
I watched the commercial in preparation because I knew we were going to talk about it, and I couldn't. Nothing really offended me. Maybe the fact that the guy without the pants, his tighty whities looked a little bit G-stringy. Like they didn't cover. It wasn't full cheek coverage. Because obviously I was looking real hard at that part. So there wasn't full cheek coverage. It was a little G-string-esque. But that was the only thing that I could think of that might be offensive.
No, I thought of a lot more things, but I did think about the pantless community and that they would be outraged by this because they're not being presented in a positive light. The unpanted.
Yes.
It's an issue for our community.
It is.
The unpanted.
yes,
Yes.
okay.
He's pantsless right now.
Well, we didn't want to say, but okay. And but then I thought, but I had not considered something you were saying about the pantless dude, which is maybe conservatives are mad. Like, hey, what are we doing here? Why do we have a pantless guy on national television? Our kids are watching the Super Bowl, and I can see like an eighth of a cheek.
Have they never been to a beach in Europe?
Yeah,
I mean,
well, the answer is no, they haven't. But that didn't even make the poll, Helen.
Oh.
Okay. So let's now hit us with the poll.
Yes, sorry for rushing ahead. I'm just so excited about this.
Yeah, I want to know. I want to know.
Well, here are your choices. All right. Is it memory loss shaming? Is it the non-consensual hugging? Is it peanut allergy mockery? Or is it face tattoo teasing?
I 100% know what it is now. It's peanut allergy mockery. Because I did a bit years ago about peanut allergies, and I got such heated backlash, like DMs. And it was like, in my opinion, a pretty innocuous joke. Like, I'm not doing edgy comedy out here. You know what I mean? Like, if any of you are familiar with my jokes, like I'm not out here doing like taking crazy stances. Like I don't get political on stage. I get political here, but not on stage. You know, I do dumb jokes. And I did a dumb peanut allergy joke about being on a plane and the flight attendant being heated about, making a little bit of gusto, an announcement about with gusto. And I got so many angry DMs about the peanut allergy, like how dare you shame my child could die. And I was like, lady, they're jokes. Like.
Yeah. Okay, Helen, you're driving the polling, okay? So I've been following the polling on Twitch and on YouTube community. First of all, they totally disagree with you.
Okay.
Okay, but you've started to swing some of them.
Okay.
So clear number 1 throughout the polling has been memory loss shaming, okay? Wow. And it was in the mid 60s, but it's now dropped to 59% on Twitch and 60% on YouTube. And that was my number 1 guess. as well.
Memory loss shaming.
Because it's being ableist or what, you're more lib than I am. I don't.
I think like they could, oh, well, you're making light of people with either mental health issues or memory loss issues, dementia, something like that.
Oh, I didn't even think of that.
And like, especially with like Biden and Trump both being in that community, it's a little bit like more touchy, right? So that's why, but now it's dropped to 56%. It's losing altitude on Twitch, okay? So coming in second was non-consensual hugging. He did not ask permission for that hug, and she doesn't. Is he supposed to assume that she remembers him?
She blocked it real good though.
Yeah.
She was like, no.
But because of your lobbying, YouTube now peanut allergy has gained.
Let me tell you,
is now in second place and dropped non-consensual hugging to third.
If you get into a beef with a peanut allergy person, you are beefing. Like they're going hard for you. So, and my argument against the memory loss community is like, they would forget immediately after they saw the commercial. Like, I was mad. What was I mad? I was supposed to be mad about something. What was I mad about?
Who am I writing this angry tweet to?
Damn.
You know what? I'm so mad at Lyft. That would be Biden. Okay, by the way, the face tattoo teasing only to Xiao 7 and 6%. Apparently the tat guys don't stand up for themselves enough. Anyways, all right.
Should we
do the big reveal?
All right. So this is the part of the ad that led to the backlash.
There's peanuts and peanut butter?
Oh, it's the primary ingredient.
I knew it.
Got it.
Yeah.
I knew it.
No, you nailed
Peanut
it.
people, they do not mess. I got so many angry DMs.
Did they go nuts over it?
Oh my God, I had this woman that wrote me a novel
Oh my God.
on DM about how her child could die, and this is not something to be mocked, and this is serious, and how dare I be so insensitive? And I offered that lady a Snickers bar.
Well, those comments might resemble the statement from the Food Allergy Research and Education nonprofit, AK Fair, which released a statement saying, "We are incredibly disappointed by Uber Eats' use of life-threatening food allergies as humor in its Super Bowl ad. The suffering of 33 million Americans with this condition is no joke. Life-threatening food allergy is a disease, not a diet. Tell Uber Eats and the NFL that enough is enough. Awareness is key to driving change." I mean, believe it or not, Uber Eats listened to them and they changed the commercial and they took it out. Alyssa, our producer, filled us in right before.
Well, now that answers your question of why are they releasing it ahead of the Super Bowl.
Get feedback.
You get feedback from the memory loss community and the tat community and et cetera, and change the ad so that eventually it goes Uber Eats. I don't know, I hope you use it. And that's it. I don't want to share. All right, look guys, couple of things here. Number one, wait, they said that is no joking matter. No, everything's a joking matter. Right, it depends on the joke, it depends on how you say it, depends on when, it depends on the context. We have to constantly explain humor to people. So for example, the fact that I'm a fat ass might kill me one day, okay? But is it a joking matter? Of course it is. Of course, if you can't make fun of fat asses, who can we make fun of? Okay, and so, look guys, but on the other hand, if you point to someone who's overweight and you shame them, then screw you, right? And we're all gonna rally and help them and come after you, right? But you can't stop all joking. And by the way, the commercial actually made eating peanuts look terrible. Did you see the guy's face? It made me not want to eat peanut butter. Okay, so look, I know it affects your kids. That's why you're brokenhearted over it. I know, we love you, okay? But you can't stop the world. The rest of us eat peanuts and it's not, we all need to be careful about your kids. That's definitely true. But let us have the jokes. All right. Everybody come over for membership where we can do a story about sexy teddy bears. TYT.com/join or hit the join button below on YouTube. We'll see you there. Thanks for watching. If you become a member, you get to watch all this ad-free, except for, of course, this ad. Still, hit the join button below.